Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. I'm Mars here. I'm here with my boys PD and Cal. Say what's up, gents.
What's going on?
Hey, ready to rock.
Hey, today we're talking about Electric State. This is a new science fiction adventure comedy coming from the Russo brothers. You know, of course, those guys are from Marvel fame. This is based on a 2018 graphic novel by the same name. So hey, it has some big actors and actresses involved in it. Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Ki Hui Kwan, Jason Alexander's, just to name a few, and even Woody Harrelson. So hey, let's select the drop the bid.
You sure you want to do this?
Right now, all of us have something in common. We all lost something after the rebellion. Robots lost their freedom. Humans lost connection with each other. And I lost everyone I loved. Or so I thought.
So you want to go get your brother back? I'll go with you.
Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova sky.
I'm sorry. You can't change the way things are. Watch me.
Get ready.
You ready for what now?
Worm, get us out of here!
Who throws a fridge?
So it's a few months away.
Wow, I mean, what can we say about that? Let me start off with with Cal. Let's start talking to you, Cal. What's your take on this?
What is this?
It's a girl who's looking for her brother. The robot basically told her he kind of knows her, and so they're on some type of quest or adventure as they go. According to the blurb about the book, they were going to the West Coast, and as time goes by, at least in the book, it reveals more about her history and what happened.
Based on the trailer, I don't have a lot of interest. Supposedly, robots have lost their freedom. I didn't realize robots, were sentient beings who could have freedom. Human beings can't connect with each other. They're going on this particular trek. There's too many things going on here, and I'm trying to say what exactly is the story other than this is what, a quest?
Yeah, so she's looking for a missing brother. So it has a lot of star power, and that's pretty interesting. They have so many people in there, and also they frame Millie Bobby Brown as the main person. I mean, you have Chris Pratt there, yes, but there's so many people involved in this, and of course, if you have Woody Harrelson, the first thing you think is that he's going to be the bad guy, right? So
Why
I don't
not?
know if I just don't know if name recognition. I don't know with films today, because I've had to take a step back and really tinker with my own analysis. I just don't know if name recognition is enough for films today in terms of what brings an audience out. I'm still very much that a solid story trumps everything, but I'm looking here and like what exactly is going on, in terms of the setting, this particular locale. I mean, if it's just a simple, hey, I'm looking for my brother, fine. But then of course you got the robot dynamic going on, which usually means sci-fi, which usually means it's some sort of commentary on our own particular real world. So I'm trying to get through all of that, and I'm just not making the connection based on this trailer.
Got it. Hey, what about you, P?
Oh, it was interesting. I didn't when I saw it. I wasn't sure what I was seeing at first. Obviously, once they give you the part about the brother, but then when they got to the spectacle of the robots, it comes into like the Jurassic Park thing of saying, I want to see them pull this stuff off because it looks like a lot of funky stuff going on there. Obviously, towards the end, they get to the humor part. It seemed like it was going touching, but it seems like it's going to play up some humor stuff in there. And to do the standard Hollywood fare of having robots and explosions, but then it seems like they're going to do. I mean, which could work of having this sort of humorous thing. So I'm interested to see what happens. And I think what was it, the last thing I remember seeing of them of the 22 Bridges, which was interesting departure from what's the name from the Avengers movies and whatnot. And they also used to do TV. So it's interesting to see. I want to see what they can do with this because they're good with a large cast. They are branching off and doing something different. It could be a miss, but with the spectacle, it seems like it could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I had a more mixed reaction in that, I'm not sure where they're going with this with Cal. And my whole thing is that, of course, with Russo brothers, first thing you think you're going to be action, bang out story, superheroes. But here it's a much more sedate looking thing, and probably it's just the first trailer. It's just the way it comes off. But like Cal said, the robots are now we're now free. We're once free. I'm like, what are you talking about? Robots are supposed to be used to do certain things. So I have my doubts about this already. But Chris Pratt brings people in. I mean, there's been movies and TV shows everybody thought they wouldn't work, and Chris Pratt was able to bring them in, even if the story wasn't that good. So I say, we'll give it a shot. Of course, the book seems to have been well received. So I don't know. So.
Well, I'd also add they have another hurdle is that they're not just robots. They're almost like oversized Pinocchio type robots. So they're really pushing the boundaries of what you can do. Like most of the time you see AI and that sort of thing on robots, they kind of put it in the realm where they're like, okay, so these are service droids, these are this. And this, it goes one step further than it's almost like the robots that left Disney World. So I'd like to see what they do with this.
You mean like droids?
No, not even like they're bigger than that. So they're like
way bigger.
Yeah, but still like droids though. If droids are a certain type of robot, regardless of size, it's still a certain type of robot.
But it's more like Disney World type of robot. So it's, taking Pinocchio and blowing them up like like it's almost like a parade. So I want to see how they pull this off. This is like in the what's the name realm of saying I can trust the Russos. Even movies I was iffy on, like I guess you say Endgame and Civil War. My favorite, of course, is Infinity War. But I think the way they do stuff, I'll give it a chance, and it's funky enough to see. Like, I want to see what they're plotting out here.
They're gonna have to show me something more before I decide I'm gonna plunk down the time with Netflix and stuff. So
yeah,
plunk down the time for Netflix though.
Yeah, there's so many shows and movies and stuff out there and books.
Netflix, without promoting the show, Netflix gave like a blurb on the show, and I said, okay, this sounds interesting. I mean, the way that it was in the blurb, it sounds like this might be something a little bit more uplifting, positive, and it turns out to be a tragedy. And I'm like, I just spent like an hour and a half, for the bait and switch. Yeah. So yeah, like because I can't get the time back. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I could have invested that time in. So yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't know what this is. This has like shades of Iron Giant. You got like the classic quest going over here, but then at the same point, you got the whole not nihilistic, but apocalyptic future, and I've just had enough of that. The future used to be this place where it was a positive place we were moving towards, and now it's always bad. So. And they keep feeding people this type of stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't want it anymore. If that's what this is going to be, I'm not really concerned about it. Even if the spark of it might be that she's looking for her brother, and we can latch onto that. But the world that it's in, I want to see a little bit more of that. And if it's pretty much in line with what they've been doing, I've had enough of it. I just don't have any more room for that or any more appetite for those type of stories.
I'm with you. Time is valuable, especially these days. And if it's something just not interesting, why waste your time?
I would say, I think in the sense of, what was it? I saw Canary Black. A friend of mine asked me about it, and I said, should you watch? I was like, well, if you got nothing else to do. But at the same time, I did recommend the other movies. I think Jolt and The Widow, which were pretty interesting because I check out anything that she does. So it's in the line of, if I have this is not in disagreement with what you guys are saying. It's just saying it's on Netflix. I'm betting. I'm going to bet. I'll bet this is better than Rebel Moon.
Hey, you're right.
I'll put my money on it.
Well, the first one,
I trust the Russos, boy. I'm there. Trust.
Well, hey, no offense, but how hard is it going to be to do that? That's not going to be a real big feat, right?
You know what I'm saying? I sat through both of those, and
oh, you sat through. You actually watched them, or did you just kind of let it play in the background?
Definitely watched both of them. I paid attention to it, but at the same time, and I liked maybe, I don't know, I could say 15 minutes of it, but and it was of both separately each movie, but at the same time, I was they're not hard to follow. A simple idea what they were doing. So they could have gone a little better, but then ultimately it was more just like leftover Star Wars ideas that they didn't let them do, which Star Wars kind of stole anyway. So. But yeah, I think with the funky thing and not trying to be, give us the Transformers and a little bit of Wall-E in there.
Wild Robot?
Huh?
Yeah.
Wild Robot, which is out in the movie theaters now. Seeing something like that.
But yeah, this is...
So, it's a wait and see for me. Let's see another trailer. Probably things will improve. I like the cast, but I don't know if the story's going to really catch me.
Because I watched that Dragon one with what's the name with Millie Bobby Brown, and
yeah, that wasn't bad.
It up until it was obviously there was a little ways around where they were going with the storyline, but otherwise, this definitely the spectacle of it looks really interesting to me. So anyway, that's what I got.
Okay, anything else, gents?
Not for me.
All right. Hey, if you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, spin a rack.
Out.
We are out.